Hello everybody, it's beau-hindman with a quick review of the 1 1/44 scale high V Gundam v-rabe. This is the mobile suit from that I first saw in Build Fighters Try. It's Tetsuya Yuki's mobile suit. I really honestly can't remember what all that means, but I don't follow anime very close, but this is the suit. I decided to paint it a little bit, and I'm going to go over a little bit today what I thought about it and some of the stuff that I did. There's quite a few mistakes on it that I'd like to fix, but a lot of stuff that I did is really cool. It's with this kit, this is, by the way, the number 3 out of 18 of my Gundam haul build videos. Basically, I'll link there somewhere on this video if you want to go look. I won the entire line, or most of the entire line, of Build Fighters Try from a contest from Bandai and Hobby World. And they sent them all to me, and I gave 2 of them away. I had 20 of them, so now I had 18 left, and this is the 3rd build out of 18. I went out of order a little bit because this one looked really cool. Everybody was like, no, this is the coolest kit you could possibly make, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I believe it when I see it. But you know what? This has probably been one of my favorite kits I've ever built, and I'm going to go over why. First, I'll go over some of the stuff that I did. With the gun, I just did a basic treatment, a little ink, a little metallic, wiped it down. And then I did a little silver here, which came out all right. And then that's about the only painting I did. All the rest of it was panel lining using, I'll link this in the description there. It's a very fine panel line ink that basically you just touch to the panel lines and it'll go in there. So this one represents me learning some more techniques in painting. I did a few stickers that worked okay. You know, I did a few, let's see here. There's a couple on here somewhere, I think on his legs, are some slide decals. One of them stuck and one of them didn't, and I used the techniques you're supposed to use. Interestingly enough, one of the problems I had here, if you look on the calves, the panel lining on the calf here, it's a little bit chalky or fadey, or I don't know how to describe that kind of, it's not very even or smooth. Well, I learned a good hard lesson that whenever you're cutting off little knobbies or whatever you call them, any nub marks, and you file them, if you then ink it, or if you do some panel lining, a lot of that ink will go into those filing that kind of rough area, and it's hard to really get that to look really smooth. So that kind of came out a little janky. There's some parts like underskirt here, if you can see on the, here, let me take this off. On the back skirt here, you can see that ink there did okay, but I forgot to clean that up, so I'll probably do that. Like I said, the silver here did all right, and then, if you notice there, that little dot right there is where I actually touched the paintbrush to get the ink in there. And so I learned a few lessons like that. You know, you've got to clean those up. I just learned a whole bunch of lessons. Also, these things in the back that I painted nice. I love this gold bronzy color that's been inked. These little things are very fragile. This one actually broke, but I was able to glue it no problem. But build-wise, this is absolutely one of the favorite kit of all. I've done about 25 or 30 so far. I really have only started to get into it over this last year or 2, where I really started customizing them. So this one to me represented just a quick, not a quick necessarily, but a basic straight build is what you would call it, I guess, where I'm just doing what's out of the box, adding a few decals and stickers, and maybe a little paint, like on the back of the legs. I tend to always want to go ahead and paint the the frame underneath, a silver, that I then almost always grease up really well. That gives a little bit more of a machine kind of look. I painted silver on this part here, which came out nicely, I thought. But overall, the blue and the white and everything is it's just panel lined, which is, oops, I can take these things off, I guess. So it's what I like about whenever you paint these metallics underneath, when you paint these frames underneath, is it stiffens everything up and everything. This is a very stiff kit. He will stand. Let me see if I can get him to stand here. Well, I can't. My camera's kind of, but anyway, he will stand. He's really, really back heavy. That's why I recommend using a stand. This whole thing comes apart and forms like a bird thing. I don't really like it. I just like it like this. But so far, this is easily, for some reason, this one's looser here. This is easily my favorite kit I've done so far. Now, this is number 3 of the 18 haul. Let me get that to focus here real quick. So instead of just going willy-nilly like I was doing when I chose, this is number 29 out of the series. I'm going to go back to, I gave the first kit, number 1, away to my neighbor. So I'll have to buy that one again probably. And then I'm on number 3 or number 4, which is the trio of military looking guys. I'll do a video on that and I'll post that as soon as I get it done. But so far, this guy here, if you're going to buy a kit that you want to go ahead and add a little paint to, that you want to get into customizing a little bit, it's super posable and everything like that. It's a little back heavy, but this is a great kit for starting to kind of move into more advanced techniques. I didn't use a whole bunch. I stuck a few stickers and decals, slide decals, made a lot of mistakes, but I learned so much from this kit that I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's like around 2,400 yen, I believe. You can find it for a lot cheaper than that oh, see, I didn't even do the bottom of the feet yet. You can find it a lot cheaper than that on Amazon, but definitely the Hi-V Gundam v-rabe, my favorite kit I've ever done. Fantastic build, well worth it. If you're a builder who's just wanting to get into some more advanced stuff, this is the one to go for. Absolutely love it. Thanks all for joining me. I will be posting more videos as I go down. Next is going to be number 3 out of 18. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Have a good one. Bye-bye.